All right. I'm recording the update. I just came from, I don't know. I don't know what this guy that I know from coming into the store, and uh like I feel like I'm preparing for my first date ever. Like, this is really somebody that I don't know. Like, it isn't somebody I've known from town or anything. This is just somebody that had a very interesting relay of partial conversation. Well, it's been a year since I've worked there, so. But he just sparked my interest with a certain something that he said to me. And it just spiked my curiosity because he sparked an emotional conversation at my work. And it scared me because I was not prepared to have that conversation while I was at work. But I'm glad that he did it because it wouldn't have sparked my curiosity as much as it did. I'll be honest, this is somebody that I've liked. I found him quite interesting. And, the fact that he hikes. He's going hiking before he he leaves work and then he's going to go hiking. And, that's the kind of ambition I like to see. Because here I'm hiking right now because I think I had some energy to burn off. I started crying in the car. Just from an emotional release. Like, I was like, dude, why am I crying? This is probably the most excited that I've been in a while. And here, see this. But, it is the most excited I've been in a while. Like, I asked him if he would like to do something. And he didn't even have to think about it. He just said, yeah. And then he showed me around the library. And, well, there you go. And, he knows I do this YouTube channel. So I feel like, I don't know. It's one of those things. You got to get to know him better. And this is... I don't know how much to even disclose. It's hard. It's hard to tell. Because... Well, let me get back to the energy thing. Because I felt like, okay, the dogs are in the car. And he wanted to come out and see the dogs. And honestly, Moon was way more friendly than I anticipated. And then... he didn't attempt to touch him. But... And we exchanged numbers, but this is old school. There's no texting with this. And he's got no smartphone. It is a cell phone. So, I don't even know what that looks like. And I can't help but, that's a thing. Because just think about not texting, ever. But it also is refreshing. Because there was a time in our lives, at my age, that there was no texting. So, I should say that because I assume he's close to my age. He's got to be close to my age. So anyway, I felt like we had energy to burn off because the dogs were stuck in the car for a little while. And I was nervous as hell because you never know. This is, I mean, I can't say that I've gone into any relationship saying that I didn't think the guy was worth a damn, but how about this? This is a guy that seems like doesn't need a bunch of fixing to just treat people decent. I shouldn't even say it like that, but because the other thing that intrigued me about him was that he comes into the store and does things face to face with people because he thinks it's important. And that was interesting to me. That's interesting to me because I feel like I should be doing more of that. And you know, one of those things is being gracious to the checker and finding out who that person is. Because I make an effort. But the people that come in all the time, I don't know. You know, you get to know them. And I like it. Anyway, I am going to finish this walk here. Look at that. Isn't that pretty? She wants to try to get down, but no. That's a pretty good drop there. You better stay up here, nutcase. All right. I'm going to wrap this up. That is the update. I went over there and asked him if he wants to do something sometime, and he said yes, and we exchanged numbers, just like, you know, some school kids. And I still find him very interesting. So, we'll see what the next step is for those who are, you know, following this. Like I said, I don't even know how much of this I want to disclose, but you know what? This channel is supposed to be about life, and this is life. And this is making me happy. So anyway, I'm Jen from Jen's House of Zen, wishing everybody to be kind to each other. And I'm doing the best with what I have been given. Have a great day.